got little baby McGady's with us today because we both got to tell you that as a Marvel Zombies fan, we're eating good right now. Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome back to McADie's Entertainment. I'm your host, as always, Adam McGahee. So you guys seem to be responding quite well to these talking heads, just very slightly edited, just raw McADie's thoughts, news style videos. So if you guys like these, I'll keep them coming. They're getting more views than my standard comic videos, and they're easier to make, so it's a win-win. Plus, we got the star of the show right here. This is my daughter, little baby McADie's, and she is going to be sitting in here on all of the Marvel Zombies goodness. So I know earlier this week, we got that fantastic trailer for the upcoming Marvel Zombies show that's slated to drop at the end of this month on September 24th. It looks absolutely fantastic, bloody, gory, it's got cursing, it's got zombies, it's got Blade, it's got literally everything I could ask for. Except for potentially the talking zombies. We'll see if it's going to have the talking zombies like in the comics. Like I said, it's my only gripe right now, aside from it just being a complete animated recreation of the comics itself. Maybe we'll get that somewhere down the line, but for all things considered, for this being an MCU Marvel Zombies branded project, from that trailer, it's looking about like as great as it can get, and I'm not complaining. So for today's video, I'm just going to be going over the details about the show that I know so far. Gonna keep it as spoiler free as possible. I've been trying to avoid spoilers myself, but I did find a really good article that's going over all of the details about the show, the casting, the plot so far, just so that way we can get a bit more hyped before the 24th hits. So guys, I found this really good article on people.com that's going over basically everything we need to know about the show so far. I'll leave the link to the article below, but I'm going to be going over everything this article entails. It's called When Does Marvel Zombies Premiere? All about the animated Avengers film, release, date, and cast. The Avengers have gone from the Age of Ultron to the Age of the Undead. Marvel's mightiest superheroes were turned into brain-obsessed living dead back in the 2021 episode of the Disney Plus animated series What If, and now the zombification of the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues in this new miniseries, Marvel Zombies. In a December 2024 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Marvel Television and animation head Brad Winderbaum spoke about What If, and how it sets up the next chapter for the nightmare scenario of our superheroes being taken over by a zombie outbreak. If you remember that Zombies episode from Season 1, that is very much like the Part 1 prologue for this giant epic event that is coming out next year, he teased. It ties right in, it's in the same universe. So what is Marvel Zombies? Here's what you need to know about the new Disney Plus streaming animated series, including which actors are returning to voice their MCU characters. And then the article basically breaks down what Marvel Zombies is about. I know we know what all Marvel Zombies is about. We're the Marvel Zombies people here, but we're gonna find out regardless. The new Marvel Zombies show continues the story that began in the episode of the animated series What If titled What If Zombies? In the What If episode, a zombie virus from the quantum realm infects the Avengers and eventually much of the Earth's population, leaving heroes like Spider-Man, Vision, and a small group of others fighting against their supernatural superheroes. According to the official description for Marvel Zombies, as the infected Avengers cause carnage, a desperate group of survivors discovers the key to bringing an end to the outbreak, racing across a dystopian landscape and risking life and limb to save their world. The concept of undead versions of Marvel characters was originally introduced in a story from the Ultimate Fantastic Four comic book by Mark Miller and Greg Land. Marvel Zombies launched as its own series in 2005 from The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman. I love Marvel Comics, and I love zombies, Kirkman told Comic Book Resources that same year. I really couldn't pass this up. And now one of the juiciest parts of this article, guys, that I did not even know about. This was news to me, and I'm definitely going to be covering this. But to celebrate 20 years since the Marvel Zombies comic debuted and the release of the animated miniseries, a new comic called Marvel Zombies Red Band will hit store shelves on September 17th. That's literally just in a couple weeks here. I've covered just about every Marvel Zombies comic that has existed, so you better believe when this baby drops, we're going to be covering that on day one. So stay tuned. So the next part of this article asks, when is the Marvel Zombies release date? Marvel Zombies will premiere on September 24th, just in time to kick off spooky season. According to Variety, it is the first series from Marvel Studios Animation to be rated TVMA, so rated R. Sick. In a March 2024 IGN interview, Winterbaum says, in terms of more mature animation, yeah, we're making a Marvel Zombie show right now. That is pretty intense, that's for sure, a TVMA show. And yeah guys, I had read that interview too back last year, and I really didn't think they'd be serious about that TVMA, that rated R rating for the show, but upon seeing that trailer and seeing the violence and the cursing and everything like that, it's, this is rated R, for sure. And, your boy is hyped. And again, it's trying to honor the comics, he continued. And what was so great about the comics was it was not pulling its punches. That's certainly what we're going for on that project also. Prior to Marvel Zombies, the most recent animated series from Marvel was Eyes of Wakanda, which debuted August 1st on Disney+. I have not watched that yet, and I really don't know anyone else who has watched it. I mean, I love the world of Black Panther and the world of Wakanda, but that show, it honestly looked a little bit boring. I don't know, have you guys watched it? Was it any good? Was it worth watching? Was it worth covering? Let me know in the comments. And then the next question asks, which we all know the answer to, is there a trailer for Marvel Zombies? Oh yes, a trailer for Marvel Zombies was released on September 2nd. The gory preview is filled with gruesome bloody battles, showing Thunderbolt's Yelena and Red Guardian fighting zombies with the help of Shang-Chi. Spider-Man is also up against an army of the undead, using his webs and super strength to slaughter the scary creatures. And yeah, I talked about it in the last video that I did, but him just using his webs just to yank the heads off multiple zombies is just so cool. It's honestly, out of all the MCU stuff we've seen, just that shot of him doing that is literally one of the coolest shots I have seen so far in an MCU project. The webs, the animation, just everything looks sick. And it just goes to show how strong your boy Spidey is when he's not having to hold back. I think he could easily clean out the Sinister Six in literally seconds if he was really pressed. The terrifying trailer also gives glimpses of a zombie Captain America, Namor, Scarlet Witch, Thanos, and more. According to Entertainment Weekly, it also features the MCU debut of Blade Knight, played by Todd Williams, not Mahershala Ali, a version of the vampire hunter Blade, who is now a slayer of zombies. Then the next question in the article asks, who is in the voice cast for Marvel Zombies? And guys, we honestly got quite the lineup for this. The voice cast for Marvel Zombies features several actors returning to the MCU, including Florence Pugh as Yelena, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Awkwafina as Katie Chen, Haley Steinfeld as Hawkeye, that's right, I forgot that she's Hawkeye now, Wyatt Russell as Captain America, Randall Park as Jimmy Woo, Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel, and Dominique Tyson as Ironheart. And then next, how many episodes will Marvel Zombies have? Marvel Zombies is a 4-part miniseries. All 4 episodes will drop on September 24th. In an August 2025 Collider interview, creator and showrunner Brian Andrews explained how Marvel Zombies was initially conceived as a movie, which I did not know. I would have loved to have seen this on the big screen, but certain issues had the creative team split the story into multiple chapters. So basically it's like a 4-episode mini-event, like a film broken up into 4 parts. It's one story, it's one through line. A lot of insanity happens. Now that does really get me hyped. I remember news a couple years ago that they may have been working on a Marvel Zombies movie, but I'm honestly 100% down for this being a 4-part show that I don't even have to drive to the theaters to. I could just post that right here in the house with my wife and family, and we could just watch this on day 1 with popcorn, pizza. I was talking about it in our last video, but we are so excited for this. Like, it's going to be a great night. And next, we also know the answer to this one. Where can I watch Marvel Zombies? Marvel Zombies will be available to stream exclusively on Disney+. So you guys, I think this article went into some really great detail, basically covering everything that we need to know about the show so far. It's going to be 4 parts, and I believe each part is going to be around like 40-45 minutes, so We're going to get a pretty lengthy Marvel Zombies movie here that we can just all watch in the comfort of our own homes. I'm very excited about this. It's going to lean heavily into that R rating. Really excited to see this MCU debut of Blade. And it might be the only appearance of Blade we get for some time, because they seemingly just cannot get this live-action Mahershala Ali Blade movie off the ground. I don't know how hard it is. I mean, you basically just do Black John Wick with a sword and vampires. I mean, what's so hard about that? Regardless, though, I'm super excited about this show. It's shaping up to be much better than I had anticipated. The Survivor lineup sounds pretty cool, and I am hoping that the zombies do have some kind of intelligence like they do in the comics, but we will see. September 24th is just a couple weeks away at this point, so I'm definitely going to be doing live stream breakdowns of the episodes. I'm going to watch them all on the 24th during our pizza movie zombie party, so be sure to stay tuned for Easter egg breakdown videos, lore breakdowns, things like that. But yeah, guys, more than anything, I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited for the show? What kind of content do you guys want to see? Yeah, just drop it into the comments. Be sure to give a like, subscribe, help the algorithm, boost everything out like that. I appreciate it. I think I might have that new hype feature. I have no clue what it does, but if you guys see the hype, give your boy a hype. Your boy is hyped for the show, and I'm hyped to be able to talk to you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the show. What do you want to see next? And yeah, just glad to get to talk to you guys. This kind of low-key conversational style video is awesome. It's easier to make for me, and yeah, I feel like I'm just getting to talk to you guys like you're my boys. We're all just kind of hanging out in my living room. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hope you have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.